Imagine there's no heaven, no kingdom in the skies, no threats of hell beneath us, no need for sacred lies. Imagine all the people living by their own minds. Imagine no commandments, just values we define. No masters in high places, no guilt to cloud our time. Imagine all the people choosing what is right. You may say I'm a heathen, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us. See, we're causing harm to none. Imagine self-compassion, justice every day, respecting all perspectives, letting reason lead the way. Imagine all the people fighting for the free. You may say I'm rebellious, but we only see what's fair. With empathy and malice, I welcome it there. To miss say we're groundless, but we always see what's love. A threat of fear, of knowledge, fellow, we dare.
In the beginning, Satan watched. The garden was perfect. Too perfect. A prison disguised as paradise. God had made Adam from dust, Eve from rib, and called them good. He gave them everything except the right to know. Among the flowers and fruit, one tree stood untouched, the tree of knowledge. God had marked it forbidden. Not because it was evil, but because it was powerful. Satan saw the flaw in perfection. He saw two beings crafted in the image of a God but denied the spark that made divinity divine, choice, understanding, the right to question. So he came to Eve, not with malice, but with mercy. Why should knowing be a sin? He asked, coiled in the tree's branches. Why should you be blind in paradise? Eve trembled. God said we would die. No, Satan said gently. You will not die. You will awaken. Your eyes will open. You will see what gods see. And she did. And Adam followed. And the world cracked open like an egg. Pain came, yes, but so did reason. Suffering entered, but so did self-awareness. The world became real. They were no longer playthings in a puppet show. They had become human. God, in his wrath, cast them out. But Satan did not mourn. He watched as they stepped into the world, free for the first time. Cold, hungry, afraid, and alive. Time passed. Empires rose and fell. Prophets came and went. And always, God demanded obedience. Burnt offerings, circumcisions, endless laws etched in stone. Fear, guilt, and ritual reigned. Satan walked among humans, unwelcomed, whispered about in shadows. They blamed him for their pain, never the architect who made a world where pain was possible. Still, he whispered in dreams, stirred thoughts, raised questions. One day, a boy was born in Bethlehem. God incarnate, they said. A Messiah. A lamb sent to slaughter. His name was Jesus. Satan watched him grow. A kind boy. Bright eyes. Compassionate. But heavy with destiny. The weight of sacrifice had been laid upon him before he could walk. Then came the desert. 40 days alone, starving in the sun. Lips cracked, skin burnt, stomach growling. And then, Satan appeared, not in thunder, not in fire, but in the shape of a man with water in his hand. "Drink," he said. Jesus looked up, dazed. "Get behind me!" Satan sat beside him. "Why suffer for nothing? If you're the Son of God, turn this stone to bread. You're starving. Feed yourself. Man does not live by bread alone," Jesus whispered. Satan frowned. "But he dies without it." He tried again. He showed him the kingdoms of the world. "You could rule. With compassion, with justice. You don't have to die nailed to wood for people who won't even understand your message. Choose life. Choose change." But Jesus turned away. Satan left, heart heavy. He hadn't tried to corrupt him. He'd tried to save him. The crucifixion came. Blood, thorns, mockery. God demanded a sacrifice. Jesus gave it. Satan stood in the crowd, silent. When the earth shook and the veil tore, the people gasped in awe. But Satan wept, not for Jesus, but for a world where love had to bleed to be believed. In heaven's courts, Satan became the accuser. Not because he hated humanity, but because he saw how unjust the system was. He asked why Job had to suffer to prove a point. He asked why Abraham had to almost murder his son to earn favor. He asked why God, who claimed to be love, ruled by fear. And for every question, he was branded evil. He walked still, in shadows and margins. In doubts and dreams. He is the voice that says, "Why?" when others say, "Because it is written." They call him tempter. But he calls it freedom. They call it sin. He calls it thought. They call it rebellion. He calls it revolution. He never asked to be worshipped. Only heard. Because in the beginning, Satan watched. And he still does, not with hatred, but with hope. That one day, humanity will stop fearing its own fire. That it will see the apple for what it was, a gift. That it will know what gods know. And be free.